Hey guys, welcome to our chat for the Amazing Race Season 28 premiere.
It's a social media season.
How exciting is that?
Viners and Instas and tubers. Nice stuff.
It's
nice
crazy.
stuff.
So they started things off a little bit different this season.
But first, if you want to see our cast assessment, because we're not going to go through everybody right now, we already did it. If you haven't watched it, link is in the bottom in the info box.
Thank you, Julie Chen. Okay, so this season started off a little bit differently. Phil started this race via video message, and he was like, yo, get your
A's to Mexico City.
Woo!
That was cool. I really liked
cool.
that. And you know what else was cool? The freaking opening credits.
Nice.
They freshened that up,
They
and
did.
it was so crisp and
Beautiful.
fresh and newborn. It was beautiful.
Right, so they were all leaving their homes for Mexico City, and they showed all these clips of everyone like, whoa, I'm so excited! And then they kept cutting to Cole, who was just like,
What have you done to him, Sherry? What have you done? Christ, what have you done?
They were super emotional. Like, super emotional.
And she's got like 6 kids. You think she was just throwing them on the pile, but he was just like, I ain't leaving the pile. All right, so Mexico, they all get there. They're going to meet up at the Monument of the Revolution. The Frisbee dude wiped out in the airport. There's always one wipeout in the beginning. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So
He didn't mess up his knee or something.
I don't know. He was already wearing a knee brace too. Let's talk about this week's detour. It was either Mariachi Madness or Great Bulls of Fire.
Well, the Mariachi Madness looked very intimidating at first
It did,
glance.
but I feel like this was the easier of the two.
I agree with that.
And it was better time-wise.
Yes, you had to find the mariachi guy or girl that wasn't actually playing.
In a sea of
like
mariachi
350
performers.
of them. I think it was like 300 something.
And the song just brought me back to high school.
Ay, 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 ay.
Canta y no llores. So, quick story, when I was in high school, I was in the Spanish Honor Society, and for Valentine's Day, which is on Sunday, we would do this fundraiser where people would pay to have the Spanish Honor Society serenade someone, and
sometimes it was embarrassing. Sometimes it was done for embarrassment. Sometimes it was done out of love.
Right. So that's so sad. So there were like 2 song choices, and one of them was Cielito Lindo, which is the song.
Well, sing away, baby, because I'm sure
Great
it's not
stuff.
copyright.
All right. So
we had to bring him to school too.
yeah. After you found the person who wasn't playing, you had to bring them to the
school him.
Right. So there were some interesting techniques to try and find who wasn't playing.
None of them really worked. I don't think yelling, "Are you really playing?
Who's fake playing?
Come on, who's fake playing?"
Really, Frisbee dudes? I don't think that's the most effective.
Well, I think that was Cole's
Cole also the
as
Frisbee.
well.
Yeah.
It didn't really work.
No, you had to actually walk around and listen and see who was playing.
Oh, my ear. The sound coming out of that trumpet. They're really playing.
I think all the fakers were trumpet players, right?
I think they were. I mean, how can you fake a stringed instrument unless there's no strings?
But...
Yeah, but you can't prove that.
You know, it's easier to fake the trumpet.
All right, so Great Bulls of Fire. I probably would have chosen that one, even though it was not the better one to choose. You had to decorate a paper mache bull with the fireworks and the frame and everything, and then light it up like it's dynamite. I'm not going to sing any more of that because that's copyright.
Okay, so you had to follow the example, and there was a lot of knot tying and stuff.
Yeah. And if your thing didn't spin like Bernie and Ashley,
it's not going to work.
Hell
no.
no.
Fix it. You got to fix it.
It was pretty much split. Most of the people did the bull by 1, so.
And I think that one took a lot longer. It seems like the mariachi people...
Yeah, I mean, if you could find one right away, you're out of there. But Sherry and Cole, boy, what a wreck those 2 were. They finished the task, and they were in the taxi on the way to the next stop, and they were just like, oh my God, we didn't see anyone, we're behind, I don't know what's going on, where am I?
Yeah.
All right, so they had to go to the Cuevas. Is that how you say it? I never took Spanish.
Yes,
it was a French girl. Oui, oui.
Teotihuacan.
Cave
tried.
of whatever, Wonders.
That place. Yeah, it's a place.
So they had check-in times when they got there that were basically...
Because they were starting in the morning.
Right. 10 minutes apart. So
Starting
like the
at
first 4
7:30.
teams, 7:30, then the next 4 teams, 7:40, and then the last 3 at 7:50.
Okay, so let's talk about this roadblock. Who's ready to pick up the pieces?
This was scary.
This was tough.
You had to dig in a giant sandbox.
Well, first you had to go into the caves.
Right.
The cuevas.
Guess who was claustrophobic?
Pretty much everyone who picked to do this task.
Sherry, mostly, though. She was like, oh my god, I don't know.
Oh, Sherry.
You had to find 13 pieces, broken pieces of a mask.
With your little architecture set.
Right. And then you had to put them together on this mask. It wasn't even like you had to put them together. You had to lay them on top of a mask, Survivor style.
Yeah, it did feel like a Survivor challenge
Didn't
to
it?
me, yeah.
This was a train wreck.
Oh my
A
God.
complete train wreck.
A lot of them were really struggling with this. They were like, where are the drums? Where are the drums?
They came up out of the cave. They were walking around. Freaking Blair's dad, Scott, was like dropping pieces outside, like not even in the cave.
That Instagram model was like, "What are these? It you pick up these little drums on the floor? What?"
Somebody else was digging in a big
That was
pile
her.
of... Oh, that was her. She was digging in a pile of sand
And all the
outside
people
cave.
watching were just like, "Yeah, that's what you do. Do it, girl." Woo!
All right.
So then they were like, I don't know if I have all the right pieces. Is it all supposed to be one color?
Stay in the cave. Marty cut her hand, too. That was bleeding pretty badly.
Yeah.
Pretty badly.
It was bad.
So once they managed to finish that, they could go to the pit stop.
You can do anything.
So it was Museo Sumaya.
Okay.
And
It was very close between Team 1 and Team 2.
which were both our favorite teams.
What?
Matt and Dana came in first. And then Tyler and Corey came in second. It was a total foot race.
It was,
kind of,
yeah.
pretty much.
It was awesome.
We don't need to talk about the middle pack, because who cares?
They all arrived. Woo! Okay, so then there were still 3 teams struggling with the roadblock.
Sherry and Cole, of course. Aaron and Jocelyn, and Scott and Blair.
Right.
Scott and Blair, real shocker that they're like in the...
That they're struggling
Back
here.
of
We
the
thought
pack.
they were going to be super, super strong.
I thought he was super genius.
Well, things happen. So Scott was working on his mask. Sherry and... Was it Aaron or Jocelyn? Who
I think it was
doing it?
Aaron.
It takes me a while to get everybody's names.
I know.
They were still digging around looking for more pieces, and then they were like,
The
"Do you
P
think we
word
should-
came up.
Do you think we should take the penalty?"
How long is the penalty?
What are you doing?
4 hours.
This is not a situation where you take the penalty.
4-hour penalty. Ooh. So then they were like, you know, maybe I should just try a little harder. Maybe I should dig up a little more.
So right before they were like, yes, we're going to do it, Team Clever finds that piece they needed. They figure it out.
They take off.
Yeah.
Then not long after that, Sherry finds her piece and they leave. So I thought it was going to fall into that order, but who knew? Sherry and Cole actually pulled ahead of Aaron and Jocelyn.
Mm-hmm.
But poor freaking Scott and Blair.
Oh, boy.
He took forever, and he finally made it out alive after he found the drums that were underground.
Where are the drums? I kept thinking they were saying drones, too.
Yeah, me too.
Where are the drones?
Maybe it's the the Southern California
I don't
accent.
know.
I don't know.
But anyway, Scott and Blair were the last team to arrive, and Phil was just like, but guess what? It's a non-elimination leg.
Oh my god. That's so lucky.
Okay. So no one got eliminated this week.
Yeah, so I thought it was a great first episode.
It was fun.
It was exciting. They have the new opening. It's social media. These people, I had kind of had a feeling that it was going to be a non-elimination because these people really are celebrities, even though they're internet
Somewhat,
celebrities.
yeah.
So people are tuning in to see their favorites. They're not going to cut somebody
Right away.
right away.
Makes sense.
It's like on Dancing with the Stars when they, give them 2 weeks to dance before
Right.
they cut someone in half.
All right. So let us know what you guys thought of the premiere. Which teams are you excited about? What'd you think?
The highlights look amazing for the rest of the season. So until next time,
Much love.
Edit.